the Quran easy to understand and remember, then is there any that will receive admonition?
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulihil kareem. Class, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
Alhamdulillah. Last time, if you recollect, I have introduced to you a pattern root, fa'ala, and we have started calling it Mr. Fa'ala. So our radical fa is presented with a specific color, that is blue. Radical ain is in that color, and radical lam in green color. We have also noted last time that when the subject fa'il is 3M1, that is third person masculine singular, then the verb ends in a, as alima, jahila, sadaqa, qara'a, kataba, dakhala, kharaja. When the subject fa'il is 3M1, verb ends with a. So now let me use these signs to you, and if you could give me the root, it will be highly appreciated. Class, ready?
Alima,
Alima,
jahila,
jahila, jahila,
sadaqa,
sadaqa,
qara'a,
qara'a,
kataba,
kataba,
dakhala,
dakhala,
kharaja.
kharaja. Yes? Should we make progress? Yes, fine. Alhamdulillah. Please read. ضعف, ضعف, ضعف. The root meaning for ضعف is to become weak. So, what will be the literal meaning in perfect?
He became weak.
He became weak. That is, 3M1 became weak. Third person masculine singular is the subject of da'ufa, fa'il of da'ufa, and here the verb ends with a. The verb ends with a. Da'ufa, da'ufa. And this will be our sign. Da'ufa, da'ufa. So, class, ready?
Jahila,
Jahila, jahila, alima, sadaqa, dakhala,
kharaja, ضعف.
da'ufa. Alhamdulillah. Progress? Yes, inshallah. Now, let us take another root, and that is, please read.
Jalasa,
Means to sit. So what will be the literal meaning? He sat. He sat. And this will be our sign. So, class, ready?
Yes.
ضعف,
jalasa,
جلس, علم, جهل, قرأ, كتب, دخل, خرج. Alhamdulillah. What do you say? Progress? Inshallah. Good. Yes. Another root. What is the subject of this? Akala. What is subject? 3M1. Third person masculine singular. The verb ends with a. The verb ends with a. Now akala, the root meaning of akala, to eat. So what will be the literal meaning? He ate. He ate. And this will be our sign. This will be our sign. So class, ready? Yes, fine. ضعف, أكل, جلس,
خرج دخل صدق
صدق علم
جهل
كتب قرأ. Progress? Can I take another one? Would you please read one of them? Sami'a. Sami'a. The root meaning is to listen. So what will be the literal meaning?
He listened.
He listened. He heard. He listened. He listened. And this will be our sign. So now, class ready? Yes. Akala. Da'ufa. Jalasa. Sami'a. Kataba. Qara'a. Jahila. Alima. Sadaqa. Kharaja. Dakhala. Alhamdulillah. Very good progress. And the final one. Akala. Should we take more? The root meaning of kadaba, to lie. So what will be the literal meaning?
He lied.
He lied. Since we do not like lie, so we'll just cross it. This will be our sign. Kadaba. And we just endorse what? Sadaqa with yes sign, kadaba with cross sign. This we don't want. Kadaba. So, class, ready? Yes. Sadaqa. Kadaba. Akala. Sami'a. Qara'a. Kataba. Dakhala. Kharaja. Jalasa. Alima. Good. And jalasa. Da'ufa. Sami'a. Please read. Dhahaba. For dhahaba, we can invent this sign. That is 11 number bus. 1, 1. 11 number. Pollution free. Dhahaba. Pollution free. Dhahaba. Fine. So, should we start?
Yes.
Good. Alhamdulillah.
Alima.
Jalasa.
Jahila.
Jahila. Sadaqa. Qara'a. Kataba. Dakhala. Kharaja. Da'ufa. Jalasa. Akala. Sami'a. Kadaba. Dhahaba. Let me write one more here. Please read. Shariba. And this will be our sign. All right. Class, ready? Yes. Akala. Shariba. Dakhala. Kharaja. Jalasa. Sami'a. Qara'a. Kataba. Sadaqa. Kadaba. Alima. Alhamdulillah. So, when the fa'il, subject of a verb, when the subject of a verb is 3M1, third person masculine singular, the verb ends in what? A sound. And here please note that last time we did learn that as far as radical ayn is concerned, radical ayn in different roots either accept fatha. Can you spot where the radical ayn, please, radical ayn accept fatha? Sorry? Sadaqa. Qara'a. Kataba. Dakhala. Kharaja. Jalasa. Akala. Kataba. Dhahaba. And Would you please spot when the radical ain accept kasra?
Alima.
Alima.
Jahila.
Jahila. Sami'a. Sami'a. And where the radical ain accept dhamma? Da'ufa. 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 As compared to this fatha and kasra, dhamma roots are few. But alhamdulillah, we have noted that it is possible for radical ain to accept either fatha, kasra or dhamma. When the subject is 3F1, that is third person feminine singular, then the verb ends with at. When the subject is 3F1, the verb ends with at. When the subject is 3M1, the verb ends with what? When the subject is 3F1, the verb ends with what? At. The verb ends with at. When the subject is 3M1, the verb ends with what? When the subject is 3F1, the verb ends with what? At. At. Now from my signs, if you could give me 3F1. Class, ready?
Yes. Sharibat.
Sharibat.
Akalat.
Akalat.
Dhahabat.
Dhahabat, 11 number bus, pollution free. Dhahabat. Dhahabat.
Jalasat.
Jalasat.
Akalat.
Akalat. Jahilat. Sadaqat. Kadabat. Kadabat. Qara'at. Katabat. Dakhalat. Kharajat. Da'ufat. Da'ufat. Sami'at. Sami'at. Alhamdulillah, we have done that. That whenever the subject is 3F1, that is here. When the subject is 3F1, the verb ends with what? At. 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 Now what I suggest is, why not we just use this both. Whichever sign I demonstrate, first of all, look my sign, and whatever I demonstrate, then you please give me the verb. All right? Fine. Class, ready? Yes? So let me take in my hand and then show you this. This will be better. So careful, class, all right? And that will be puzzle. Akala. Akalat. Jalasat. Qara'at. Qara'at. Kataba. I didn't give you the sign. All right, fine. Please wait for my sign. I appreciate, admire your enthusiasm. All right, fine. Yes?
Dhahabat.
Dhahabat. Dhahabat.
Akalat.
Akalat. Akalat.
Shariba.
Shariba. Shariba.
Dha'ufat.
Dha'ufat. Dha'ufat. Alima. Alima.
Jahilat.
Jahilat.
Dakhalat.
Dakhalat.
Kharajat.
Kharajat. Dakhalat. Kharajat.
Jalasa.
Jalasa. Jalasa.
Jalasat.
Jalasat.
Kadaba.
Kadaba.
Jalasat.
Jalasat.
Kadabat.
Kadabat. Kadabat.
Sadaqat.
Sadaqa. Sadaqa.
Dakhalat.
Dakhalat. Kharajat. MashaAllah.
Jahilat.
Jahila.
Jahilat.
Jahilat. Alhamdulillah, class has made very good progress. Now, as usual, we can go to our write-up. inshallah, and try to see that what we actually learned. The verbs, perfect. Verbs in Arabic are normally triliteral, consisting 3 radical letters. But there are a few quadrilateral verbs. They include 2 tenses, the perfect and the imperfect. The English past tense and the present perfect tense correspond to the Arabic perfect. Arabic grammarians use the verb fa'ala, he did, the third person singular masculine, as a root, and also as an example pattern. This pattern is frequently used in this work. It is therefore necessary to understand it. The radical letter in fa'ala is fa, the medial is ain, and the third radical letter is lam. The medial radical ain in a triliteral perfect verb may carry fatha, kasra, or dhamma. But the radical fa and lam carry fatha in all roots. The following 3 verbs give examples of these possibilities for the radical ain. Fa'ala kataba. The radical ka stands for fa, the radical ta stands for the medial radical ain, and ba stands for the third radical lam. Kataba, he wrote, is the third person singular masculine 3M1. 2. Fa'ila, jahila. The radical ja stands for fa, the radical he stands for ain, which carries kasra, and lam stands for the third radical lam. Jahila, he remained ignorant, is 3M1. 3. Fa'ula, da'ufa. The radical wad stands for fa, the radical ru stands for ain, which carries dhamma, and fa stands for the third radical lam, da'ufa. He became weak, is 3M1. Just as with the English language, Arabic verbs are either transitive, requiring a direct object to complete the sense, or intransitive, which do not take a direct object. And a few others are both transitive or intransitive, depending on their use. The pattern fa'ala generally retains the transitive character, as in kataba, he wrote, or akala, he ate. But there are a few roots which, although they share the same pattern, that is fa'ala, retains their intransitive character, such as jalasa, he sat. The pattern fa'ila generally gives intransitive significance, indicating a transient state, section, or quality, either in a person or in a thing, as in alima, he knew, jahila, he remained ignorant. The pattern fa'ula is intransitive in its character and indicates a permanent state or inherent quality, as in da'ufa, he became weak. Certain verbs, depending on their use, are either transitive or intransitive, as in sami'a, he heard. Rule number 18. If the subject is third person singular masculine, 3M1, the verb ends with a. Example analysis. Musa alima. Musa knew. In the above example, Musa is third person masculine, 3M1. And he is also a subject. Therefore, alima ends with a. Rule number 19. If the subject is third person singular feminine, 3F1, the verb ends with at. Example analysis. Maryamu alimat. Maryam knew. Maryam is third person singular feminine, 3F1, and she is a subject of the verb alimat, which ends with at. What I suggest now, that alhamdulillah we have noted this, let us go to our text, and who can volunteer number 1 to be recited, please? Number 1.
Man alima.
Man alima. Who knew?
Huwa alima.
Huwa alima. He knew.
Al-abu alima.
Al-abu alima. The father knew.
Al-rajulu alima.
Al-rajulu alima. The man knew.
Al-waladu alima.
Al-waladu alima. The boy knew.
Musa alima.
Musa alima. Musa knew. Please note, in this, huwa is a subject. Man, first of all, man is interrogative particle. Alima is triliteral root. The root meaning is to know, and the literal meaning, he knew. So man alima, who knew. Huwa is 3M1, personal pronoun, is subject, so he knew. Al-ab here is subject, or rajul here is subject, followed by the verb. Al-walad is subject, followed by the verb, and Musa is a subject, followed by the verb alima. Who can read number 2? Naam.
من علمت.
Man alimat. Who knew?
هي علمت.
Hiya alimat. She knew.
الأم علمت.
Al-ummu alimat. The mother knew.
المرأة علمت.
Al-mara'atu alimat. The woman knew.
البنت علمت.
Al-bintu alimat. The girl knew.
مريم علمت.
Maryamu alimat. Maryam knew. Would you please point out from number 2 which are the subject? Which are the subjects, please?
هي.
Here,
الأم.
al-um,
المرأة.
al-mar'a,
البنت.
al-bint,
مريم.
and Maryam. These are the subjects. And what is the character of this subject? What is the gender of this subject? Yes,
3F1.
they are feminine. 3F1. Third person feminine singular. So here the verb ends with what? At. At. All through. At. Who can volunteer the third, please? Yes?
من جهل.
Man jahila. Who remained ignorant.
هو جهل.
Huwa jahila. He remained ignorant.
جهل الأب.
Jahil al-ab. The father remained ignorant.
جهل الرجل.
Jahil al-rajul. The man remained ignorant.
جهل الولد.
Jahil al-walad. The boy remained ignorant. Now here we have brought deliberately the verb first. In the previous 2, we brought the subject first, and it is possible. When subject is brought first, the sentence is known as nominal sentence, and when the verbs are brought first, the sentence is known as verbal sentence. So here now, when the subject is 3M1, the verb ends with a. When the subject is 3F1, the verb ends with at. Alhamdulillah, we are making very good progress, and inshallah We'll try to learn more in our next lesson. Thank you. Barakallahu li wa lakum wal jami'il muslimin. Innahu ta'ala jawadun kareemun malikum barur raufur rahim.